All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Deep Dive. We are so glad to have you back with us, as always,
And of course,
for another Deep Dive.
a very warm welcome to all of our new listeners.
Absolutely, yes. So today we're diving into something that I think has probably been on everybody's minds lately,
Oh, yeah?
especially in this world that we live in.
Sure.
It's this idea of focus, or maybe
Yeah.
more accurately, the lack of focus.
Yeah, the elephant in the room, right? We're just constantly bombarded
Yes.
with distractions,
Yes,
notifications, emails, social media, you name it.
all of it. Yeah, it's a battle for our attention constantly. And,
It is.
you know, I'm an adult. I can at least try to control some of this stuff. But I think about kids growing up in this
Right.
digital age.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are they
Yeah.
even functioning?
I know.
It's so intense.
Right. So that's why we're diving deep into the world of attention spans today.
Yes.
Particularly as it relates to children. And even more importantly than that, trying to figure out.
What are the actual strategies
Absolutely.
that we can use to help them and
Yeah.
ourselves
Yes.
focus better? Because willpower alone
Oh, absolutely not.
is not cutting it.
It's not enough.
You know, I've tried that. It doesn't work.
It's like trying to hold back a flood with a single sandbag.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a more comprehensive approach.
You need the whole damn Army Corps of Engineers up in here.
Exactly. So let's start by, kind of getting on the same page about what we mean when we say attention span.
Okay.
Because it's not just about sitting still and being quiet.
Right.
It's really about the brain's ability to concentrate on a task and filter out all those distractions.
Okay.
And this ability, just so we're clear, develops gradually as children grow.
Okay. So it's not as simple as just like
No.
get your brain to focus.
Nope.
Like that's not how it
Not
works. There's more to it.
There's a lot more going on in those little brains
no.
than we realize sometimes.
So are there like common myths about attention spans that
Oh, tons of them.
Let's hear.
Tons of myths.
bust right now?
I think one of the biggest ones is this idea that all kids should be able to just sit quietly for hours.
Right.
Like developmentally, that's just not realistic.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old's brain
Right.
is wired completely differently than a 10-year-old's brain.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
But okay, so we got age
Yeah.
as a factor here, but
Huge factor.
what about just like personality? Like you see some kids that just seem like no matter what,
Yeah.
they're just like,
Totally.
yeah.
You're right. And individual personality plays a huge role in this.
Okay.
Some kids are just naturally drawn to novelty and stimulation.
Right.
They want to be bouncing around,
Yeah.
while others are more content with routine and quiet activities.
Yeah.
And then you layer on top of that the environment.
Yes.
If you put a kid in a chaotic,
Oh my God.
cluttered space, it's going to be almost impossible for them to focus,
Yeah. It's like trying to work
especially for a child.
in a room
Yeah.
full of puppies.
Puppies.
Like they're cute, but like
Totally.
so distracting.
Done.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get to the good stuff.
Okay, let's do it.
Like, how do we help our kids build
Yeah.
these focus muscles?
Well, I think it starts with setting realistic expectations,
Okay.
aligning our goals with their developmental stage.
Right.
So we were talking about a 5-year-old.
Right.
Maybe they can focus on a puzzle for 10 minutes,
Okay.
but a 10-year-old might be able to manage 20 or 30.
So instead of getting frustrated when they get fidgety after 5 minutes,
Right.
we need to realize, okay, well, they're 5. That's probably about
That's
that.
developmentally appropriate.
Limits, exactly.
And we need to
meet them where they're at.
work with that.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got realistic expectations.
Yes.
Anything else?
Well, this is where things get really interesting.
Ooh, I like interesting.
I think research shows that certain types of play can be incredibly beneficial
Okay.
for developing attention skills.
Like what kind of play?
Well, we're not just talking about any old play here. This
Yeah.
is
Specific.
open-ended play.
Okay.
Where children are creating their own games, making up their own rules, coming up with scenarios.
Yeah.
That type of play has been shown to boost working memory
Oh, wow.
and flexible thinking, which are both crucial for sustained focus.
So you're saying letting kids use their imagination and
Yeah.
come up with their own
Absolutely.
games is actually
It's like brain training
training their brains to focus better.
without them even realizing it.
That's wild.
right.
I love that.
Think about it. When a kid is totally engrossed in building a fort out of blankets
Yeah.
or creating a story with their toys,